Hello and welcome everybody. We have the global patch notes for September 19th. This is the one that a few people have been waiting for. It's the first PvP adjustments. Let's get straight into it. We have Sorceress. The Prime Flame of the Abyss, the down attack effect has been removed when using this skill. And on the Dream of Destruction, it's been changed so that the plus 50% critical hit chance is applied to hit damage before gathering is complete. Then we have some damage adjustments on her. The Karma of Darkness and the Legend Extreme, the damage of Darkness Karma has been changed to do more damage up to 29.5%. The Dream of Destruction is going to do more damage as well, up to 48.25 damage applied in PvP and 51.06. Then we have the Flame of the Abyss also doing more damage, so 5,232% damage before gathering, and the after gathering hit damage to 9,200. The damage applied in ratio for PvP is 44% before collection and 48% after collection. And then we have the Bloody Disaster going from 23% applied PvP damage to 26%. Then we go into Awakened Berserker. The Body Carrier, the effect of increasing melee attack power on successful hit has been removed, and the effect of reducing all damage by minus 20% on successful hit has been added to the Jin Corpse Carrier skill. Then we have the Jin Swinging the Corpse. They've added a minus 20 damage reduction effect to all damage when hitting successful. The effect of slowing down the character at the movement of the attack when using a skill has also been removed. And the Rock Crawling, the effect of slowing down the character at the movement of the attack when using a skill has also been removed. Then we have Lifting the Ground. They've added the ability to chain it with the Ground Lift skill of the Predator's Hunt. If the Predator Hunt is locked after using the grab, Rock Lift, Corpse Sweep, and Corpse Carrier skills. They've also improved the ability to smoothly connect with the ground lifting technique after evasive movement in the Iron Gauntlet state. And a Super Armor effect has been added to it. Accordingly, the floating effect when an additional hit is successful has been changed to apply only to monsters, and when the skill Ground Lift is acquired, the floating effect is also applied in PvP. Then we have Flow Mobile Fire. They changed so that collisions do not apply while moving, and after the skill, it has been improved to allow for smoother connection with the Giant's Leap, and the range of the possible connection has been increased, or the window. There's also some damage adjustments, so Flame Cannon 3, the damage from the crouching shot of the Giant Step skill will also be changed. So the damage is increasing from 1,500 to 4,000, and the damage applied ratio is going to 50%. Flow Mobile Fire, the damage is 1.5 times the damage of the Flame Cannon skill, it was. Now it is 2 times. And the Flow Ancient Power used to be 2.5 times, now it's 1.5 times. So there is a slight downgrade. Then we have Valkyrie getting some changes. So a Rush of Brilliant Light and the upgraded version, the skills have been changed to be able to be activated by W right-clicking. Accordingly, the Sky Strike technique is activated only with the spacebar input in all situations. Even if in situations where it can be linked after another skill, it will now be linked with W right-click input. Radiant Charge of Light Jin, the cooldown of the Radiant Charge has been changed from 40 or 35 seconds to 15 or 10. Accordingly, the technology specialization has been changed. And then we have the Rush of Brilliant Light. The range of the judgments in which stiffness can be applied before hitting has been increased. Accordingly, if an enemy is within the range where the stiffness effect can be applied while charging, the charge will immediately stop and apply stiffness. And they reduce the distance traveled after colliding with an enemy to allow for a knockdown effect to follow the stiffening. After using the skill, it has also been improved to smoothly connect with the Flash Strike, Sword of Judgment, and Light Cleave skills. The speed at which a character rotates relative to the camera has been increased. The maximum distance to charge has been increased, and the cooldown has been changed from 14 to 8 seconds. And again, the specialization stage has been changed. Then we have Dark Knight Awakening, the Hand of the Grudge. The down attack effect has been added. On the Flow Spirit Oxidation, down smash effect has been removed, and a knockdown effect has been added to a successful hit. Damn, more knockdowns for DKs. The Flow Darkness Scattered, the skill's attack judgment has been changed from a flow to a knockdown as well. Bone Hand, the Hand of Exploitation, the effect upon acquisition has been changed. So before it was a bound on last hit, now it will be a floating when first hit is successful. Vidir's Trap, the number of hits added to the previous movement of the skill rearward movement is 2. The Spirit Hunting, when using a skill, an effective plus 10 attack speed for 10 seconds has been added. The effect is identical to that of the Rear Dagger. And Black Spirit Hunting, changed to not take any pre-action before attacking. When a character is slowed down by an additional hit after the first, the time and intensity of the slowdown has been reduced. They've also removed the effect of reducing all damage by plus 10 for 20 seconds and reduced the movement speed by by 5% for 5 seconds when using a skill. They also added an effect that increases the all attack power by 10 for 20 seconds, and the damage of additional actions has been increased. Here we can see the damage staying the same at 4,018, but the additional hit damage going up to 6,300, and the PvP damage application rate stays at 53.4. Then Lahn is getting some changes, so the Chudo, the stiffness effect on successful has been changed to only apply to monsters. In Awakening, Dance of Death, when using the Blood Force technique, the connection has been improved to be faster. The attack has also been changed from a float to a knockdown. Air Smash and Air Attack effects have been removed, and a Down Attack effect has been added. They've also improved the ability to change more quickly with the Dance of Death skill after using the Dawn Do skill. Chain Wheel has been changed. Attack Judgment has been changed, or skill has been changed from stun to stiffness. They've added a forward guard effect while using the skill. It's also changed so that it does not move to enemies that have been successfully hit. Changed so that additional actions are not triggered by right-clicking again after using the skill. Additional actions are changed to linking actions after the Blood Forest. The movement has been changed when Blood Forest technique, and then chaining into Chain Wheel. And it's been changed so that the stabbing motion of Chain Wheel skill after using this is not linked. And damage has been adjusted according to the skill changes. Flower Viewing, they've added the ability to use the Flower Play skill in Awakening state and link it with Kang Shinmu and the Mark of Fragrance. So here we can see Flower Play going in Kang Shinmu and into the Fragrance stamp. It's been changed so that the character does not collide with the skills Dawn Spew, Spiritual Shamanism, and Incense Mark while in Awakening state. And the damage has been adjusted for Chain Wheel. It used to be 1050 times 2. Now it is 4132 times 1, up to 2 hits. The damage applied ratio is going from 72 to 55. Guardian Awakening is getting some changes, so the combo skills would be faster using quick slots rather than manual controls. Now the manual controls are just as fast. So we have the Furious Deception combo after using the Awakening skill has been modified to be faster. Incarnation of Cold, the flowing of skills has been modified so they can be activated quickly without having to use Frost Avatar as a quick slot after using them. This is for Glorious Celebration, Light Contempt, Dragon's Maul, Crying Teeth, and Tormenting Thorns. Flame of Destruction, again, has been modified to activate quickly without having to use Flame of Destruction as a quick slot. This counts for Glorious Celebration, Light Contempt, Transformation into Awakening Weapon. God skill, the following skill has also been modified to allow for quick activation when using a quick slot after using Flame Purification and Light Contempt. Hyusu has been modified for quick activation without having to use the quick slot after using Mild Contempt. Snowstorm, again, same thing, after using Flame of Destruction and transforming into Awakening Weapon. And Flame of Purification, again, the same thing, but for Dragon's Maul, Gnawing Teeth, and again, transformation into Awakening. For Archer, PvP damage was concentrated on a few skills. This is supposedly balancing, but it has lowered the overall damage of Archer. So we have the Spirit Bullet going up in the amount of damage applied from 31 to 40. The Arrow that splits the earth is going down from 56 to 39. Shower of Light going from 74 to 45. Spirit's Protection going down. Actually, up in damage from down in damage from 56 to 42. Sylvia's Spirit is going to apply instead of 25, 27% of the damage. Gentle Breeze instead of 37, 42. Light of Extinction changing from 36 to 39. Call of Luthragon going from 35 to 40. And Pole Gust going from 56 to 60%. Scholar, a very small change on the gravitational core installation. They added an effect that increases attack speed by plus 15 for 15 seconds. Then we have Dosa Awakening. The PvP damage application rate is being adjusted. So on chopping, it's going from 79 to 55% of the damage applied. Nore Kick, the damage application rate is going from 67 to 58. Tree Bend going from 31 to 36%. Fire Ascension going from 40 to 45. Iron Cool going from 37 to 30. Water Binding going from 33 to 36. Fire Spread going from 61 to 45. And the Iron Follow going from 39 to 30. In the case of Deadeye, there's some adjustments on the rocket skills. So the Rocket Rage, the damage applied is going for the live ammunition to 30% and also Marnie. Explosive Leap, the damage application for both rounds is going down to 26% of the damage. Precision Shooting, the damage is going to 23.92 for both rounds. The Aesthetics of Destructions is both going to 25%, and Aerial Strike is going to 24%. Then we have general class modifications. So on Berserker, there was a fix on the bound effect was not being applied properly to the target caught when using the Corpse Carrier and Corpse Swirling skills. Apparently, they also fixed an issue with Berserker for the Ground Cry skill would not connect smoothly after ground lift. On Giant Flow, they fixed an issue with the description of mobile shooting skill did not include the effect of recovering fighting spirit. They also fixed an issue on the skill specialization effect would be triggered on all hits on the mobile shooting. Dark Knight, they fixed an issue with the down attack effect was displayed in the description of Darkness Scatter. And Sage Flow, the issue where it was difficult to use the last gesture of WF control key has been improved. Accordingly, River towards Retribution will not be activated if the W key is pressed, in addition to the F key, which is the control key. Small change for Tenebraum Castle for the 10-player matchup for the Adana. This has been changed to a new battle arena. Item changes. The description for Kron, Memory, and Layla's Pedal items have been updated to reflect the latest information. Small update there. Castle of Zephyrus, the starting speed of the bonus gimmick has been improved by 60% compared to before. The bonus gimmick progress time has been improved to be 20% faster. However, the mobs are the same, like the amount of mobs. The range at which the Zephyrus Shadow Knight searches for Kaphra's energy has been increased, and the Shadow Knight has been improved to return accurately to its original location when there are no hostile targets. In the case of Tenebraum, the central target altar has been changed to summon 4 stone tablets located around it. Due to this change, when entering the Marnie room, the stone tablet will no longer be created and will be summoned after approximately 10 seconds. After striking the tablet on the altars, the stone tablet's protection process has been improved to end without a cooldown when quickly clearing the last wave of monsters. After the stone-shaped Karshin altar begins its protection process, the hunting ground will now reset if all remnants that appear in that phase are not killed for 5 minutes. After the altar begins its protective process, the hunting grounds will now reset if you move too far away. This can be a bit of an issue. The range of the gimmick-related messages exposed to the slab has been doubled to before, and the range at which surrounding monsters are stunned and defeated from the Ancient Prophet remains has also been narrowed. And on the Therian Castle, the bonus gimmick of that area has been improved to grant a high damage reduction for a short period of time. Quest and Knowledge, there's more Edania region submissions. A story has been added to investigate the cause of the devastation of nature around Sephiroth. They also added a secret story about the gates of Arieli, intertwined with the past of Baron, the cabal of Kinja's Sanctuary, and his colleague Ayawaka. Also, the following improvements have been made to Adana's legacies. The animation has been improved to start and end naturally when entering or exit. Added goal guidance text during the progress. The location of the monsters that appear, which is a way to defeat monsters, has been moved. They've also added a camera cutscene to the legacy, which previously had no camera cutscene. And to achieve natural camera direction, the character cannot be manipulated during the camera. And when defeating an Edania boss, knowledge has been improved to ensure that it is always obtained. UI-wise, the improvements have been made so that the family name of adventurers who left the guild guestbook are no longer exposed in the blocked history. They also added a note to the contribution usage information stating that there may be contribution rental items installed in residences. System-wise, they changed so you can navigate to Edania without having a compass in general inland areas such as Velia, except Land of the Morning Light. It is also now possible to find your way to the Magnus Well in the temple without a compass. The ability to view and hide secondary passwords has been added to the web integrated exchange on the official website. If you enter the wrong secondary password for the central market, the information you entered will be reset to facilitate re-entry. And finally, we get to the fixes and issues. So they fixed an issue where mounts would occasionally fall into the ground when summoned on terrain consisting of stairs. Also an issue where the durability of equipment would be different before and after taking off equipment when the equipment was reduced by being hit by a mount has been fixed. Text displayed in the chat window when a mount levels up has been improved. The issue where characters would occasionally become unable to move when they got the lamp treasure item by delivering a horse has been fixed. An issue where status effects for monsters continued to be applied even when the status score exceeded 2.0 points and the user became immune has been fixed. The issue where the Elisurban landscape tag was not present in the Orzekia Elvia hunting ground has been added. The location of the cutscene that occurs during the Zephyros quest has been changed, and the movement section that occurs during the cutscene has been shortened. Issues were for the Tenebraum disappearing in an instant quest and obedience and resistance were completed, but the knowledge of Karshing and Kafir's leaders could not be obtained. And the leader icons were not displayed has been fixed. You will get this knowledge on September 24th or 5th. A transparent wall has been added to prevent characters from falling into a terrain under the bridge during the Aetherion rumors surrounding Edania quest. Some typos in the Zephyros quest, the path led by Fate, and the manner of feeling the lively sunshine has been corrected. Some issues where sound was not being heard at the Edania Withering Nature has been fixed. Issues where device that would be transport you to Seeker's Paradise would not be created after completing the boss subjugation. When entering AOS on the Gonmara battlefield, an issue where notification asking you to cancel your party unit status has been fixed, pretty much accepting a quest. That is a lot. The issue where the phrase base list would be displayed when entering and exiting a base while the base filter list was activated has been fixed. The issue where the base battle information UI and the menu button UI overlapped when entering the information and world map after saving the UI settings with the UI editing function has been fixed, so it's something quite complex. Surprised they found that. Also, an issue for the Adana's Blessing UI would flash when killing a monster while the Adana's Blessing buff was active has been fixed. Issue with the red battlefield penalty warning message was extending beyond the background image. Issue with a notification message at the top of the screen that appears during the first subjugation of Black Shrine would disappear abnormally quickly. Fixed an issue where the color of the visible options button, show underwear, hide pet, and such within the residence appeared dark. Fixed issues where icons were not displayed in a description displayed when hovering over visible options within the residence has been fixed. Also added an effect on entry button in the Edania Throne UI to make it more visible. There was an issue with a certain number being displayed when intimacy exceeded 3 digits when selecting during a story exchange has been fixed. Oh god. The phenomenon of a pop-up window displaying instructions for saving when changing presets with a simple shortcut has been fixed. An issue where names of unobtained knowledge were displayed instead of hints in the list that opened when clicking the knowledge icon has been fixed. They also fixed an issue where writable signs would not be visible to other adventurers in certain situations when you were leaning against a wall or sitting has been fixed. And then we have a big chunk of pad mode fixes. One where snapping and would go outside the pop-up in the cooking elixir auto use preset. Fix the X button not being displayed in the upper right corner of the pop-up for integrated presets. Fix an issue where scrolling would not be initialized when re-entering a pop-up window from the integrated preset. Fix an issue where each item UI would not overlap when opened in the unified. The awkward alignment of the key guide in the synthesized confirmation window during pension has been fixed. Not sure what that is. They also fixed an issue where changing categories in the hunting ground information UI would cause the list to snap to the bottom. And they fixed an issue where the number of craftsman's memories and key guide text would appear as ... when restoring maximum equipment durability has been fixed. Recap-wise, some nice fixes. It's always good when they get these out of the way. System-wise, okay, bit of UI movement, that's also great. The UI is also okay. More quests is always nice little fixes. The zones, okay, I'm guessing this is to avoid Tenebraum getting stuck in a no respawn mode. Otherwise, small little things, nothing too major. PvP wise, I mean, Deadeye doing a little less damage sounds good. Dosa going up and down in a few things, so a bit of a combo change. Same thing for the Archer. I do think it will be a net loss. They were pretty damn powerful. Guardian moving away from the quick slotting a little bit is a nice change. It definitely brings her up a bit. Lahn looking okay, but it looks like a balance change. The one I'm a bit worried about is the Dark Knight gaining so much more knockdowns and down attacks. Again, a knockdown, float to a knockdown, it float, and then it just feels like a lot. I feel like when I fight an Awakening Dark Knight, I already get knocked like crazy. Valkyrie, okay, tiny changes. This is gonna need to be monitored. I mean, she is very unique. Berserker, not sure if it was needed, but overall, it looks okay. It doesn't look too over the top. It is Awakening, after all. And Sorceress, the damage increases. The fact that the damage applied in PvP is going up. I don't think Succession Sword needs it. There's plenty of Succession Swords out there. They melt. But hey, maybe it. I'm just. I mean, I don't go PvPing too much, so I could be just unknowledgeable in this field. So we'll have to see how this arrives in the general update. And with that, I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you next Thursday for the NAEU patch note read, and then next Friday for the next Global Lab. And why am I winking constantly?